Joined with Wheaton head men's basketball coach Mike Schauer after his team's 59-58 win over St. Norbert in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Coach, a game of two halves. Your team really looked to play tight in the first half, and then the first probably 8 minutes or so really closed the gap of what was a 14-point halftime deficit.
Yeah, I thought we were just very anxious in the first half, kind of almost too jacked up, too fired up, and we just played very quickly. Struggled to find any rhythm defensively. I thought we shot the ball very quickly offensively instead of trying to find where we wanted the ball to go. I just thought we were just out of sorts. Now, a lot of that was them. I thought St. Norbert played an exceptional game tonight, and candidly, for much of the game, outplayed us. But fortunately, in the second half, two things happened. One, I think we settled in a little bit defensively, and then two, Michael Quam started to just make a boatload of shots and kind of had a stretch there where he hit 2 or 3 in a row. And you could feel the momentum in the building switch. You could just feel it. And I felt like once we took the lead, once Nate Haynes made the layup at whatever point that was in the second half, and the momentum was in our favor and the crowd was going, I really thought we were gonna find a way to win.
With the different format of the game in the NCAA tournament with media timeouts, talk a little bit about how much those threes can be just huge momentum plays, bigger than they would be in a regular season game.
I think where the media timeouts help is I think I played Nate Haynes 39 minutes tonight. Well, he could never do that during a regular season game because the pace of play, there wouldn't be enough stoppage. But if every 4 minutes or so of play he gets a chance to sit for a minute, I can extend him a little bit like I did tonight. So I think that's where the advantage comes in. It's not really advantage to anybody because I'm sure he was doing that with some of his guys as well. The game just becomes a little more choppy. I thought that affected us a little bit in the first half as well. It was hard to get momentum because every 4 minutes you're sitting down. And we never take timeouts in the first half. I never do it. So we had all this stoppage of play, and I thought that affected us a little bit. But I just thought we were anxious. I just thought it was hard for us to get settled in and play.
Talk a little bit about the composure of your team there in the second half. 14-point halftime deficit can be a little bit overwhelming, and then Tyler had some foul trouble going into the second half. But your guys really came out and attacked the opening minutes of the second half.
Yeah, you know, at halftime when I saw the stats, if you do this long enough, you can kind of tell from a statistical standpoint a game that has a chance to flip and a game you have a chance to come back in. Because they made everything and we made nothing. And that just, particularly at home, that tends to flip. That tends to go the other way. The home team eventually finds some rhythm in their own building. And I thought that really happened. And so I really was confident at halftime that we would make a game of it. I don't know that I thought we would end up with a 7-point lead at one point, that we would come back that far and that quickly. But I really liked our chances to come back. I really did. I thought our team would respond.
So moving forward, you guys draw St. Thomas in the second round. Have you had a chance to really look at that matchup yet at all?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. One of my closest friends in coaching is the head coach at Bethel University, and so I occasionally watch that league. You know, I grew up in Minnesota, so the MIAC is a league that I've followed since I was a little kid. I actually went to basketball camp at St. Thomas when I was a kid, so I've actually seen them on video a couple times, on webcasting games a couple times, and a couple things. Very obviously, they are a great team, but I don't know that they're significantly better, if any better, than the top of our league. So we actually have played, my last few years, played teams that have been ranked #1 in the country at some point. Augustana, North Central, those teams have all been #1 in the country at some point during the season. So it's not something we're all that fazed by. Really looking forward to it. They're a great team, but I don't think, because of the league we play in and who we've played, I don't think we're going to be too intimidated by the moment.